So, what do I think about the 60-minute interview with Brad Garlinghouse? I mean, I don't think it was a hit piece, right? But I'm going to get back to that. I see a lot of YouTubers posting online about XRP, the Ripple case, Brad Garlinghouse, being on 60 Minutes. I feel like people need to calm down. All interviews are not bad. They can actually be good, even though it may seem bad. The interview gave Ripple an opportunity to be put in front of a lot of people, right? Being on 60 Minutes. It gave Brad Garlinghouse the opportunity to be put in front of a lot of people's faces that he may not have been put in front of before. So I personally believe that the interview, it was good, even though it may seem bad. People are also coming out, on social media, talking about the fact that the coin dropped 31 cents overnight. Big deal. So what? Yeah, it dropped 31 cents overnight after the interview. Who cares? Is that a determinant factor to the success that Ripple and XRP is going to have? No. It just dropped 31 cents. And I mean, me personally, I'm glad to see a lot of people leave and get out of XRP because they don't even understand the technology to begin with. So bye-bye. They can leave. I'm happy because we don't need people in this who doesn't understand it. This is not your typical investment instrument that you're going to invest in to make money and then get out. That's not what this is. Even though a lot of people think that, that's not what this is. So the fact that the coin dropped 31 cents overnight, I really don't care. When it comes to the reporter in this 60 Minutes piece, the reporter basically was trying to make it seem like crypto and crypto companies and the crypto industry is something bad, right? It will be a bad investment. It will be a bad buy. Again, all of that is things to drive people to the point where they do not want to invest because they don't want people to really invest. Because if you have too much people investing, well, then you're not going to have much people working. And the economy needs people working more than they need people investing and being financially free, right? That's what the economy needs. So they're going to push it in a way where, it seems like crypto is not a good investment. Don't put your money here. It's very risky. They're going to do that because they want to, deter you from investing or even wanting to look into it as a long-term hold. When it comes to the guy in the blue suit who was a former SEC official, in this 60 Minutes piece, he said a lot and he said a lot of nothing as well at the same time. And he also lied a lot, right? He says that he doesn't own crypto. I personally don't believe that because we have seen so many people like him say publicly that they do not own crypto, which is all a lie, right? I'm wondering why you are a former SEC official and you don't still work there, but you have so much to say about the SEC and the things that they're doing. It doesn't make any sense to me. These people lie. We know that they lie. He probably has crypto. It's probably not in his name. It's probably in someone else's name, but he definitely owns crypto. So let's just keep that in mind. He also spoke about crypto being used for crimes, as if cash hasn't been used for crimes for centuries, right? I mean, if you just look at today, look at Diddy, right? Look at Bernie Madoff, look at Nickelodeon, look at the drug cartels. I mean, they have all transacted in cash. Why are they putting this stigma on crypto being this exclusive, or not exclusive, but a sort of a hidden way of being able to move money and do crime? I don't know. That's not the case, because on the blockchain, you can track every transaction that has gone down on the blockchain with a lot of these crypto. The blockchain technology is very transparent, which is one of the reasons why a lot of government officials were so against, the economy turning over and becoming, more of a tokenized system on the blockchain. They don't want that, because then they would not be able to hide their money, because it's not that much privacy built in to the blockchain. I mean, you can have it, there is companies that build on some of the blockchains that they offer that, right? But typically, once you have a web address, I mean, not a web address, I'm sorry. Once you have a wallet address, you can go and check to see what transactions happen with that wallet. So that was just false, what he was talking about with that. I also think that Brad, like his interview with 60 Minutes, I believe it was cut, right? It was done. It was a lot of edits done, because it's a lot of things that he probably spoke about that they did not want to show, because again, it highlights crypto in a different light that they don't want to highlight to people. So I feel like a lot of it was cut out. I even think that the guy in the blue suit who is a former SEC official, I believe parts of his interview was also cut out, snipped out, to kind of fit a particular narrative with this whole interview. That's how I feel about it. I also found it to be very funny and hilarious when Brad mentioned ETFs, and then the reporter, quickly interjected and said, electronic trading funds? Yeah, that's what he's talking about. You could see he wanted to pause and say, yeah, like, that's what I'm talking about. It was funny when she did that, because she did research. So she wanted to show him that, hey, I'm smart too. That's what she wanted to show him, in my opinion. I found that part to be funny. It was also interesting when Brad mentioned the Bitcoin ETF being one of the most successful ETFs in the history of finance. That was like, yeah, crypto is doing big things, very big things. They also voters' impact on, the elections, and they also wanted to highlight the cryptocurrency companies as being these big bullies in the playground that's basically paying for votes, right? And Brad Garlinghouse had to make sure and clean it up and let her know, yes, we did pay, we did invest a certain amount of money in this. Yes, we did invest a certain amount of money in that. And that's no different from what other companies do today, right? You have a lot of companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Google, Yahoo, if I mentioned that already, I don't know. You have pharmaceutical companies. All of these companies do the same thing. The crypto industry didn't do nothing any different than what the companies today were doing for years. So I don't know why she was highlighting that and making it seem like, oh my God, you guys are taking over, and basically you're making government, officials feel like they cannot do anything if they're not backed by crypto companies. No, that's not really the case. What you need to understand, lady, is that Americans and people all around the world are beating to a different set of drums. They don't want to, march to the drums that no, that's not really the case. What you need to understand, lady, is that Americans and people all around the world are beating to a different set of drums. They don't want to, march to the drums that has nothing to do with their future goals. They don't want that. They want to march to the drums that is speaking their language. So as Brad Garlinghouse said in the interview, he said, no, we just put people in front of the American people who are the ones who basically helped the elections to happen the way it did, right? We put people in front of them that they wanted to hear from. We wanted to educate them. We wanted to enlighten them on the industry, enlighten them on the financial ways of the world. And it just so happened it was Republicans and Democrats that they put their money behind, and those people won. That's not nothing bad, but she tried to make it seem like it was something bad. I really don't know. But that's what they're going to do, because that's the whole point of this whole, 60 Minutes piece. It was really to not prop up crypto to be this very freedom type of thing, but more so of it's scary, be careful, don't go over there type of thing. That's what I think about the 60 Minutes interview. I don't see it as anything else. What is it going to, what it means for Ripple? What does it mean for the crypto industry? What does it mean for XRP? It just means that we're here now, right? That's all it means. We're here now. People know about it. That's what it means. All right, I'm out of here.